I consider this the Academy Awards in Secondary Education in Jefferson County, and I'm so glad you could join me to recognize and honor 13 outstanding graduating high school seniors. This is our 15th annual Vogt Achievement Scholarship, and I wonder if there's anyone here who has been to all 15. Jerry? Good. Well, welcome. Delighted. Our honorees are seated at their school table accompanied by their principal or their counselor, so these young scholars can engage in dialogue with you, our business and civic leaders. To the scholars today, I might suggest you talk to your table mates and maybe get a summer job and talk to them about their careers, because we'd like to have you back. We have an active agenda today, so please begin eating. I hope that we can have you all out by 1 o'clock. So I'm really grateful for all of our business and civic leaders being here today to honor our outstanding seniors. Support for education, I believe, is the most important thing business leaders can do with their time and their resources.
This is, I think, maybe my favorite luncheon of the year, and I know we all go to a lot of luncheons. I don't have anything to say to most of you all, but I want to talk to our student honorees and say to you all how important you are to us. As we do economic development in Louisville, and we talk to businesses that are in our community and those that we're looking to bring to our community, the absolute number one thing that they are looking for, believe it or not, is you. They are looking for talent, bright, talented, educated folks. And so we're very happy to honor you today. And I would say to you, you can do two things while you're here. And you can talk to the folks at your table and talk to them about a job, what are job opportunities in the future, and about an internship. Because the thing that adds to your college education, on top of the education, is that work experience and understanding what it's like to go to work every day in one of these great companies that's represented by the folks here today. So congratulations, and I look forward to hearing more from you as the lunch goes on. Thanks so much.
Well, good afternoon, everybody, and congratulations to our scholars. To see your all's bright faces and chippy smiles, looking good. We appreciate the good work that you've done to be recognized to get this far. It's a great achievement, and what I love when I recognize folks like you all is this is just one step. You all will be having these milestones throughout your life as you keep progressing and advancing. It builds just a tremendous resume for you all. So keep up the good work there. We talk about jobs a lot in our community. We really don't have an unemployment problem as much as we have an educational attainment problem. Unemployment for someone with a college degree is 3%. Someone with a high school degree, it starts at 14% and goes up from there. So you all being champions of educational excellence is something that we really value in the community. Our 55,000 degree program, hopefully you all will stay in Louisville and you'll participate and contribute to that goal as well. We just announced that we're at 42% college attainment, either 2 or 4 year degree for adults in Louisville. The national average is 39%, and when we started the program we were at 37%. So we're making good progress there by getting our kids more college and career ready through JCPS and our private and parochial schools. The city and JCPS also have signed a compact with each other of mutual accountability, both for in-school excellence and out-of-school activities as well. We all believe that every child deserves an excellent education here in the city, and JCPS is certainly progressing in that area. And last, I just want to tell a little bit about the Vogt Scholarship Award and Henry Heiser, the Heiser family behind this. Mr. Heiser, Henry's dad, and Henry have been so generous to the community in so many ways, and oftentimes when you receive these scholarships, you don't know who the person was behind the scholarship. But Mr. Heiser was one of the great leaders in our community from a civic standpoint, from a business standpoint, and so many people looked up to him in the community. He personally helped me and my family when we started our business across the river in southern Indiana, and without him and this Henry right here, we would not have been able to achieve the type of success that we had. So I think when you receive this scholarship, with this scholarship comes a responsibility, and you probably already have this already, but just always be asking, how can I help somebody? And that's all Mr. Heiser ever did. What do you need help with? How can I be of assistance? It's a humble guy that had means, but his number one question was always, how can I help? So for you all that are receiving this great award, please remember that on behalf of the community, because someday you'll be making the same type of contributions that Mr. Heiser and Mr. Heiser have done, and for that we're grateful in advance. So good job to all the scholars. Henry, to you and your family and your team, thank you very much.
And also pleased to recognize several other people and in groups, especially Lieutenant Governor Jerry Abramson, who's with us today. And thank you for being here, Jerry, and thank you for all you did as our mayor for education and what you're doing in Frankfort for us. Really appreciate with your busy schedule. Thank you. I'd next like to recognize the leadership of the Community Foundation of Louisville. It not only holds the endowment funds for this scholarship, but also has been a wonderful partner in coordinating the difficult effort in making today's selection for the Vogt Scholars. I'd like to ask Susan Barry to stand, and her staff that is here, and the Board of Directors of the Community Foundation of Louisville. Thank you all for what you do in the community. And finally, I'd like to ask all of the high school principals here and the counselors to stand so we can thank you for your efforts and your leadership. Would you please stand? Thank you.
And certainly, leadership is reflected through the commitment of Henry Heiser Jr. and the many individuals and organizations who have stepped up to provide almost $2 million to support the goals of more than 215 JCPS students over the past 15 years. And of course, the learning is reflected in the 13 students who are the 2014 Vogt Scholarship recipients and whose commitment to education has brought them to this point. To Mr. Heiser and the other leaders in this room who consistently support our students and whose contributions make this program possible, I thank you. The passion that this community has for education will ensure that JCPS is able to achieve its vision of ensuring that all students graduate prepared. To the students we are recognizing today, while I applaud your success, I encourage you to remain steadfast in your commitment to your education. The foundation you have built will serve you well as you prepare for the next chapter in your life. And to both groups, I encourage you to continue learning and leading so that collectively we can ensure that Louisville remains a great place to live, work, and play. And we are serious, and we have the capacity, and I see it in this room, to become the best urban district in the country. But now, it's all about the students. So to introduce the 2014 Vogt Achievement Scholars, please welcome Dr. Pam Royster, the College and Career Readiness Specialist for the district, who assisted schools and students with the application process.
Good afternoon. The Vogt Achievement Scholarship was established to acknowledge the ultimate Jefferson County Public School seniors in the area of academic achievement, civic engagement, and demonstrated leadership. To qualify, students must have at least a 3.25 ACT or GPA and a 25 on the ACT or equivalent SAT score. Some of their many accolades, but actually these students far exceeded those minimum expectations. The average GPA with this group of 13 scholars is a 4.22 weighted GPA. Average ACT composite is a 30. Collectively, they've taken 97 advanced placement or international baccalaureate courses, which is the equivalent of 291 college credits. Every scholar has studied a world language. There are 11 Governor Scholars Program alumni, 4 Louisville Girls Leadership Program alumni, and 1 National Merit finalist. It is my pleasure to introduce to you the class of 2014 Vogt Achievement Scholars with a few highlights from their academic careers so far. Brian Croft, Atherton High School. Storyteller, outdoorsman, and business acumen are all important aspects of Brian's adventuresome life. A self-proclaimed movie fanatic, Brian loves telling stories through film and eliciting visceral emotional responses from the audience. Brian notes his family's choice to explore the wonders of nature by hiking and camping throughout the West during the part of his 4th grade year as the best educational experience of his young life. The beauty of nature inspired much of his volunteer work, including his Eagle Scout project, refurbishing a badly damaged greenhouse on Atherton's campus. Brian is committed to supporting the community through being a role model and inspiring others. In addition to earning the rank of Eagle Scout, Brian has also won Best Director and Best Film Awards at the Atherton Film Festival. His teachers note his drive, curiosity, and risk-taking as contributing qualities of his current and future success. Brian thanks 2 teachers, Ms. Crone and Mr. Gregory, for supporting not only his academic journey, but also addressing his leadership potential.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name's Brian Croft. Next year, I'll be attending Ohio University in Athens for double majoring in business administration and screenwriting and producing. So cross your fingers, one day you'll see my name in Hollywood somewhere. And as she had said, I'd like to thank 2 of my teachers, Mrs. Crone and Mr. Gregory, both for helping me transition into high school and everything. And there's a quote that I live by, and I definitely think that they exhibit it the most, and it's, "Intellect has no bounds, creativity has no walls, and friendship has no age." So, thank you.
Sophie Rowe, Ballard High School. Compassion drives many decisions in Sophie's life. Sophie loves helping children and serves as tutor and instructor for children that cannot afford lessons in her areas of expertise. A talented musician, Sophie plays violin in the Ballard Orchestra during service at her church and is part of a quartet. Her biggest service project has been volunteering at the Sunrise Senior Living House, where she works with residents with Alzheimer's disease. Though frustrating at times, Sophie notes the reward of bringing happiness and joy to the residents outweighs the challenge. Sophie's desire to help others sometimes outgrows the time she has in her busy schedule. To meet her altruistic needs, she and a friend participate in a weekly volunteer hop and fulfill local charity needs with short-term volunteer time. Sophie also plays varsity tennis and is vice president of Mu Alpha Theta, a mathematics honor society. Sophie also conducts research on diabetic kidney disease at the University of Louisville Research Center. Sophie recognizes the love, support, and guidance from her mother and older sister as instrumental to her success.
Good afternoon, my name is Sophie Rowe, and I will be attending Vanderbilt University studying human organizational development next year. I really hope to return to Louisville and give back, and thank you so much for all your support and this great scholarship. It's so exciting, and it will really help paying for the pricey Vanderbilt tuition and everything, so that's really great, and just thank you so much.
Hannah Vogon, the Brown School. Hannah could be the poster child for Louisville's Compassionate City campaign. Born in Germany, where she spent the first 3 years of her life, Hannah has spent her young adult life working to understand those in situations different from her and to help and support as needed. Her resume is full of mission trips and service projects. She notes the service with the most personal impact has been helping the young Karen refugees from Burma who relocated in Louisville and joined her church. Noticing quickly that the young people not only needed some academic supports, but also help assimilating into the American youth culture, Hannah led her fellow youth in supporting their new Karen friends. Learning about their experience prompted Hannah into further action by organizing learning opportunities for several local churches and where they could learn about the human rights abuses in Burma and figure ways to help. Her principal notes her commitment to experiencing life from diverse perspectives and genuine concern for her fellow man. Hannah recognizes her parents for instilling a strive for excellence in tandem with care for her community.
I'm undecided right now. I think I'm going to attend Transylvania University, Center College, or the University of Louisville and study biology or neuroscience and German on a pre-med track.
Patrick Gregory, Butler Traditional High School. Patrick is the epitome of discipline. He started running cross country in the 7th grade and was forever hooked. Currently, he runs both track and cross country, sports which require tremendous discipline and internal drive to train at his top level. His determination is paid off by winning the 2013 Gatorade Cross Country Athlete of the Year, a spot on the first team All-State track and cross country team 3 years running, and that's not to mention being the 1,600 meter state champion and the 5K state champion in cross country. All of this has helped him earn a spot in an Ivy League Division I track cross country team. His disciplined nature applies to more than just sports. Upon the suggestion of his math teacher, Patrick took Algebra 2 by eSchool in the summer before his junior year so he could be in line for AP Calculus by his senior year. This experience built his confidence in mathematical ability and spurred a career interest. As National Honor Society president and class officer, Patrick has developed a true appreciation for service towards others and developed stronger relationships with his classmates and the Butler faculty. Patrick recognizes his math teacher, Ms. Dawn Roy, for her belief in his intelligence and encouragement to meet his full potential.
Thank you. I'm Patrick Gregory. Next year I will be attending Dartmouth College in Hanover, New Hampshire. I'm going to study economics and finance. And I would like to thank Mr. Hauser and my teacher, Dawn Roy, for believing in me and for the opportunity to win the scholarship.
Jessica Ezel, Central High School. A true animal lover, Jessica has translated that love into a potential career in veterinarian medicine. In the pre-vet program at Central, Jessica has already earned college credit towards her degree. This coursework includes performing clinicals, so she is well aware of the fact that veterinarians do more than just play with animals. As a member of Central's Health Occupation Students of America team, Jessica has demonstrated skill and expertise by winning 3rd place in her junior year and 1st place this year out of all the HOSA students in the state of Kentucky. Jessica is also active in the National Honor Society, the Spanish Honor Society, and the Beta Club. A candidate for the Governor's Scholars Program, Jessica gave up her spot to help her family after a car accident put her in the position of being the primary caregiver for several months. Her servant heart extends beyond her family with service as a preschool, Sunday school teacher, and educational justice mentor. Jessica acknowledges the important role her mother has played in her academic and personal success.
Hello, I'm Jessica Ezel. Thank you for awarding me this scholarship. In the fall, I will be attending Morehead State University to earn a Bachelor of Science in Veterinary Science, and will continue my education to become a veterinarian. I will eventually open my own small animal vet clinic back here in Louisville.
Jingjing Zhao, DuPont Manual High School. Interdisciplinarian is a word that comes to mind to describe Jingjing. Scientific research is her interest, the arts her avocation, and helping others is her passion. Jingjing not only volunteers, but has sought leadership opportunities within a variety of organizations, including the Kentucky Science Center as Executive Vice President of the Youth Infusion Board, Chapter President of Manual's Science Honor Society and the National Honor Society, or French Honor Society, and she's also the founder and leader of the Innovation Club at Manual, just to name a few. Jingjing is also instrumental in engaging young people in the annual Idea Festival, hoping to make the interconnection of knowledge more the norm than the exception in education. She's been named an Access Scholar, one of 10 nationally, participated in the Research Science Institute at MIT, and is currently participating in a research project with doctors at the James Graham Brown Cancer Institute looking at genomic options to cure leukemia. This summer, she will be traveling to China to visit family, as well as Montpellier, France, as a part of the Oxbridge academic program. She credits Mr. Zwanzig, one of her science teachers, to opening her eyes to a multitude of opportunities and unleashing her potential with his individualized help and support.
Good afternoon. I would like to begin by thanking all of you, the community, for creating this possibility for students like me and for creating the environment that created us. As my college decisions are currently pending, but I have been accepted to the Washington University at St. Louis, the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, and our great school right here, the University of Louisville, who I will be cheering for on Friday. I'm waiting on some other decisions, however, but in the meantime, I am working to create this continuation of interdisciplinary and multidisciplinary work right here in Louisville while I'm a senior here. I would like to invite all of you to the Louisville Idea Festival, to the JCPS Idea Festival on April 18th this year at Gaines Academy, and bring all of us together to aid our students and bring us forward to the next step in education. Thank you.
Jordan Gregory, Eastern High School. Jordan is a true champion. In elementary school, Jordan struggled with her work and began to feel like an outsider at school. It was her second grade teacher that helped turn things around when she noticed the signs of dyslexia. Having learned coping skills, Jordan has moved on to become one of the top students at Eastern. This struggle has given her a unique perspective on others and a fascination with how the brain works. Jordan notes the most rewarding service has been her time at St. Mary's Adult Daycare. Working with adults with disabilities has taught her patience, as well as the need to appreciate the simple things in life. Service is an important aspect of Jordan's life as she serves as president of Eastern's Interact Club, where she organizes volunteers for local service projects. Jordan also loves playing soccer, where her coach notes her quiet leadership to pull the team together. Jordan enjoys reading with a particular interest in science fiction. Jordan recognizes the instrumental role her second grade teacher, Ms. Tyra, played in helping Jordan learn to work through her disability.
Thank you. Again, I'm Jordan Gregory, and I plan to attend Western Kentucky University and to major in psychology. It really means so much to me that there are individuals in this community who see ability in me and who are willing to invest in my future. Thank you.
Carrie Nunley, Fairdale High School. Carrie is a modern-day feminist. As Fairdale's representative in the Louisville Girls Leadership Program, Carrie developed awareness of the local struggles or the global struggles of young women, as well as the local issues of access and equality for women. This awareness deepened her appreciation for the opportunities she has had and made her more determined to ensure other young women share similar opportunities. She's environmentally conscious with a particular interest in forest preservation, alternate energy sources, and water conservation. She even hopes to work for the Louisville Water Company, or MSD, to find new and more environmentally conscious ways of treating sewage and water filtration. Carrie strives to find ways to give back to the community. She's worked with the Crusade for Children for as long as she can remember, and she currently serves as a peer tutor for younger students with special needs. Tutoring has not only sharpened her academic skills, but it's also taught her the importance of friendship. Carrie recognizes the sacrifices her mother has made to make sure Carrie is supported financially and emotionally through life.
Thank you. I plan to attend the University of Louisville and major in civil engineering and hopefully work for MST when I'm
holder.
Kristen Resor, Fern Creek High School. Kristen is full of initiative. With an early keen interest in journalism, Kristen selected the Fern Creek Communication Program to give her access to real-world experience. You may recognize Kristen from the stories she's covered for the My Kids program under the tutelage of the JCPS Communications Department. Kristen also anchors FCTV's 6 morning news broadcast through closed-circuit TV each morning at Fern Creek. Kristen has planned and organized several service projects at her school and in the community with a focus on the environment, including work with WaterStep, One Earth Now, and LEAF. These experiences and her interest in travel, preserving the environment, and humanitarianism lead her to a career as a foreign correspondent. Kristen is a GSP alum, where she studied creative writing and learned the connection between journalism and telling an important story to incite others to action. Kristen recognizes her mom for instilling her sense of self-motivation and independence.
Thank you. I'm Kristen Reeser, and I plan to go to the University of Missouri next year and study broadcast journalism with an interest in investigative journalism. I would like to thank my family, my teachers, especially Mr. Baker and Mr. Burrows, and my principals, my former principal, Dr. Barber, my new principal, Dr. Meyer. Thank you.
Taylor Wider, Jefferson Town High School. Taylor is a true sports fanatic, an interest she hopes to translate into a career in either sports journalism or sports law or agency. Her love of sports comes from her family's continued interest in athletics. Taylor remembers watching Aaron Andrews on Sports Center and thinking that's what she wants to do. Taylor didn't just dream of being a sports journalist, she's taken steps to actually realize that dream. Taylor is captain of the girls' soccer team and has served as a statistician for many other sports at J-Town. More importantly, Taylor serves as the editor of the school newspaper, The Imprint, where she manages a large student staff. This role has not only taught Taylor time management skills, but also the very important leadership skill of being able to explain problems to others in a nice and encouraging way. Taylor is a Louisville Girls Leadership alum, the secretary of the senior class, and an active member of the National Honor Society and Beta Club. Taylor notes that her transfer to J-Town in her freshman year had a huge impact on her current success because she found an environment that was truly nurturing and an opportunity to participate in a variety of programs.
Thank you all for being here. I'm going to EKU in the fall to major in journalism or pre-law, she just said. And thank you, Mr. Polio, for dealing with me this 20-minute drive down here.
Caroline Will, Louisville Male Traditional High School. Caroline is patient, versatile, and truly understands the gift of giving. Caroline has a love for languages that started with her experience as a supernumerary and later in the children's chorus of the Kentucky Opera. She currently concentrates in French and hopes to travel to Paris during her college experience. Caroline is both editor-in-chief and academic editor of the yearbook and president of the Male Student Senate. She plays varsity tennis, is on the Quick Recall academic team. Caroline has participated in many service projects and mission trips with her church. The most rewarding work, however, has been as a peer tutor for a young man who can no longer read or write as a result of a massive seizure. Both her principal and teacher noted her kind spirit and patience in their recommendations. Caroline notes her GSP experience as chief financial officer of her business team pointed her toward studying economics in college. Caroline recognizes her mother as her main support and model for her patience and care for others.
Thank you. Good afternoon. First of all, I'd like to thank everyone involved for this wonderful opportunity, and I'm truly honored to be one of the chosen recipients. I plan on completing my undergraduate studies in state at one of these Kentucky institutions, the University of Louisville, the University of Kentucky, or Centre College, with a double major in economics and French. Thank you.
Darren Ellis, Pleasure Ridge Park High School. Darren is a strategist. Whether it's on the tennis court, or as Dungeon Master of the Dungeons & Dragon group, or as student leader of the PRP Strategy Club, Darren loves to figure out the best route to winning, much like his leadership mentor, Winston Churchill. By interesting happenstance, Darren picked up tennis by invitation from his quick recall coach, and now, by hard work and determination, he's winning matches. Darren also plays trumpet in the PRP band and serves as the PRP ambassador for 8th grade open house. A GSP alum, Darren was a little disappointed to not get his first choice of engineering, but notes he was a stroke of luck since the architecture professor was the funniest and most interesting one on the Murray campus. He now loves annoying his friends by pointing out interesting architectural features and facts. Darren's also a National Merit Scholar, and Darren attributes his ability to not only survive but thrive in high school to his older sister, who acted as mentor through his 9th grade year.
I would like to thank you all for coming out and showing your support, and especially for your work in the community and everything. I am looking to attend the University of Kentucky to major in engineering, most likely computer engineering. Although I still have to hear back from Yale, which I'll hear back on March 27th about the decision, and then we'll see. And lastly, I would like to thank the faculty and my teachers at PRP for helping me get to this point and through the trials of high school.
Justin Nguyen, Southern High School. Justin is generally up for anything and loves to try new things. His history teacher, Mr. McCabe, notes that Justin rises to any challenge you put in front of him. In the 5th grade, Justin joined the school band and learned to play the flute. Looking for a challenge, he decided next year to master the saxophone and the next, trombone. He now participates in the percussion ensemble in Southern's marching and concert bands. In 8th grade, Justin connected with the music of Eminem and began writing rap songs of his own. He has delighted his fellow students with educational raps for history class, as well as his fellow GSP attendees during their talent show. His YouTube channel has over 150 subscribers, and his original rap, Get Through Life, has more than 1,000 views. Though music plays an important part of Justin's life, he has many, many hours in service to the community and to his school. Justin also plays varsity soccer and is a Governor's Scholars Program alum. Justin notes his GSP experience as inspiration to be the best student and person possible.
Good afternoon, everyone. I was going to rap my speech, but she told me that would be frowned upon. So I would just like to say thanks to everyone who came out, who all supported me, and those who decided to invest in my future. I greatly appreciate it. I plan to stay in state at either Centre College, Transylvania, Bellarmine, or the University of Kentucky, but I'm still awaiting decisions from Yale, Harvard, and Princeton. I plan to major in psychology with a minor in music. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Royster, Dr. Hargens, Mayor Fisher. Let's have one more round of applause for our wonderful honorees. I'm so proud of you. We look forward to hearing about you in the future, and we all, of course, want you back in our community. Thank you all for joining us today. We are adjourned. Thank you all.